Jocko, I've taken a lot of inspiration from your philosophy of good. How do you apply this without succumbing to Pollyannism? Did I say that right?
Yeah. So Pollyannish is a term, and it actually comes from a novel from, I think it's like the early 1900s, but the name of the novel is Pollyanna. And anyways, Pollyanna in the book has this really super positive attitude. And it's almost so positive that it overwhelms and it kind of changes people's attitudes in the town. But there's a pejorative meaning of this word, which is what this guy's asking about. And that is when someone is like so positive that they forget about reality of a situation, you know? And so that can be absolutely problematic. And that is not what I'm telling anybody to do. In fact, let's not mistake the good philosophy as one that negates reality. That is totally off. That's not what I'm telling anyone to do. In fact, the very first thing you have to do is accept reality. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to look at what's happening. You got to assess the reality of it, and then you say, okay, good. Now, instead of dwelling on the negatives and what's going to go bad and what's wrong, you deal with them, but then you look at, okay, now what are we going to do positive out of this? What good's going to come out of this? And that's all it is. It's definitely not denying or being delusional about the situation by any stretch, but it is also not being woe is me. Right. And this happened and now, oh my gosh, everything's going horrible. I'm doomed. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm not talking about that. And it's also not like, it's okay, everything's wonderful. Mm-hmm. No, that's why the term is good and not wonderful, right? Sure. I'm not saying everything's wonderful, but good. Yeah. Okay, now what are we going to find out of this? What are we going to figure out of this? What are we going to make happen now? Mm. Because I'm going to deal with reality. I'm going to accept reality. I'm going to accept reality. Yeah. Then there's some people that, like the self-help gurus that are like, no, I'm just not going to accept that. Right. It's not going to happen.
You make your own reality.
I'm going to be so positive that I'm going to get that $1 million tomorrow. Yeah. No, actually, you're not going to get that $1 million tomorrow. You're going to have to work. Right. You're going to have to work for a long time. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to stay focused on your goals, and then you'll get your $1 million.
Yep. Good. See how strong you are after that.
Yes. So that's it. Deal with reality, accept reality, then find the good in it, and move forward.
That's a cool video, by the way, that you made.
You like that video?
Yep, I do.
I think, are you fishing for a compliment? That video has been, a lot of people watch that video.
Yeah.
It's interesting too, because you made that video and you made another video, Where Does Discipline Come From?
Right.
And I actually, personally, I like the Where Does Discipline Come From video better. Mm. But the good video, it just strikes a chord with people.
Right.
Because I think because it applies so universally to negativity in the world. Like, okay, yep, these bad things are happening right now. In fact, I get so much feedback of people that literally say, thank you for introducing me to that idea, that philosophy, because it's changed my attitude. And now when things go wrong, I say, good. Now what am I going to do about it?
Right.
So I think that's why that video is quite popular. That and the unbelievable editing that was done when it was put together.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and it does seem like a real like personal, like deeply personal thing, like because it's like it's more it's not this like sensationalization of it. It's just it's real kind of dark, whatever. And like how you said, like the negative part of it, it's like I said this last time, where it's a painkiller. It's not a multivitamin.
What do you mean by that? I don't think I've heard you say that before.
Meaning, like, if you have a problem, just in nature, when you're going along, your brain is evolved to recognize problems, and if something isn't a problem, it'll start to filter that out. That's just how your brain is. Okay. So in life when you have problems, that's what's always on the radar. Now you have this little personal like tool that's talking to you of how to deal with those problems.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, it's kind of that. Like the discipline, where does discipline come from? It's kind of, that's more, starts to go into the multivitamin thing where it's like, this is not a big problem. I'm going to try to recognize it as a problem. I need more discipline, you know, but it's not really this huge problem, but it does help, you know, kind of thing. So it's like a multivitamin.
Interesting.
But I like the discipline one as well.